We are actually engaging the community members in transforming their own engagement when it comes to issues of climate change. We are trying to build the resilience of the community through actions that are positively engaging them on the ground. One of the key things that we are advocating for currently is the fact that we are supposed to have food security despite the fact that we are experiencing climate change. We are talking about diversification, planting of different crops, particularly crops that actually can withstand the severe weathers, whether it is wet, whether it is hot, that kind of thing. And this diversification has actually led now in the community. People are picking up, people are adopting what we are doing. They are saying at first they thought that it would not work, but when they saw the products, now they are actually picking up this system that we are using. One of the things that we do, in some homes we encourage them to also engage in climate smart agriculture, and of course one of the things that they do is you'll find that they plant different crops to help them in surviving.
We have created a safe space where we also just get to talk about what is these stories that has made us not to like agriculture. And part of the narratives that comes from such conversations is historically how we were treated growing up. Secondly is the ideology of the billboard on what we see, what marketing really embodies as what farming should look like. And so the first thing that we've done to ensure that these narratives are rewritten is that creating a safe space where people just talk about agriculture from a very low level, like, what do you hate about agriculture? Why do you hate it? What do you think you can do to have yourself at least like doing agriculture, and start from a point of, let's say, a smart garden, which is really a fancy way of gardening, right? But you still get your food from there.
Climate change affects 3 areas, that is food, water and energy. As you can see here, water is very scarce at times. That's why you see we made sure that at every point in this CBO, there's a water point, so that when it is required, it is found accessibly. As Able Differently Group, people are now beginning to understand what climate change is and how it impacts on them. We realize that farmers have a lot of challenges. You know, in Kano, there are 2 extremes. When it is very cold, it is very cold. When it is very hot, it is very hot. And those are the impacts of climate change. And in fact, one of the things that the community do is to benefit from these facilities in terms of giving them affordable pricing.
One main one as an organization that we have a focus on is the restoration projects of our environment, and that is through Jitokeze Tupande Miti campaign. And this happens to be one of our farms where we get our trees and also use these trees to support our programming. The reason why we have key interest in restoration, practically through tree planting, is because we realize that most parts of our county lack tree cover, and we have it as our agenda in the organization that we would like to increase the tree cover within Kisumu County specifically.
We have task forces whereby environmental task force is one of them. Members collect waste within the community where they stay, and they carry to the group, and we put in one pool. Then after that, they are sold. So in the side of food waste, they are again placed like we are making, is it compost manure. We also do some small farming.
Currently we are doing aquaculture. We are doing bokashi, organic. We prepare organic manure. We are doing seedlings propagation for vegetables. We are also doing tree nursery, and we are also having a demonstration site. This place is a learning site for the community members, where they can come and we showcase how they can implement some of the activities that are beneficial to the community. We under the seedlings propagation, we sell vegetable seedlings at affordable rate, where some of the farmers can come and take seedlings on credit, to improve on their income, and we also do waste management.
And Sulevmo, we work with children in conflict with the law, and overall we just try to help them to achieve resilience and competency that overall can help them improve their social lives and also overall livelihood. When we are having sessions with the children, and also how we got into now the climate change space was when we get children into the facilities, some of them get into the facilities due to different reasons. And there was a time that some of them were there because of issues to do with drought and floods. And we started a section of social protection in which we could trace their homes and then we could take them back. So now that is when we took them back, and then we realized the conditions that were around the home, and we were looking at the type of resources that they had. And with the resources that they had, we were looking for ways of just improving their livelihoods and making sure that they stay in their homes.
We do awareness creation and advocacy on climate change using performing arts, and we employ a lot of community participatory educational theatre in addressing issues in relation to climate change. Like we've used arts and media. We use a lot of radio theatre to advocate for issues relating around afforestation, waste management, clean energy, and also we've done wetland conservation management through theatre, and also we've done on issue relating to sanitation and menstrual hygiene in relation to issues that are on climate change. So what we can tell to CSOs and Christian Aid is to invest in performing arts, to empower young people, to pass information in the communities through their talent.
What we are doing on issues of climate change, we are doing advocacy, and also we are targeting the issues of waste management within the community. We are addressing on issues of how waste is being handled within the community. We are also looking into the issues of, we are having the drainages within the community that are not covered, that was constructed by the county government, and the waste is being thrown within those drainages, and there's no one who is controlling or taking care of those drainages. So the community, we are trying to engage the community so that they can take up the issue of making sure that the drainages are being cleaned to ensure that we are reducing the diseases within the community.
So Amazing Grace Youth Group is a youth group that was formed back in 2020 with the aim of bringing youths together. Purposely, we started as a saving and learning youth group. Thereafter, we ventured into waste management. Whatever brought us into this was the environment that we are living in. Our community was not good at all. So we started something like a community cleanup. From there, we saw that just cleanup was not enough. So we later ventured into waste management at a social enterprise to the community, where we do collection at the household level. So we did this, and we saw that from the segregation part of what we were doing, we saw that almost 70% of the waste from the household level were organic waste that was going into waste again. So we wanted to do something with it, so we started decomposing this organic waste to form manure, so that we use in our smart farming practices. We also try to buy these plastics in order to regulate the amount in the environment, where we sell them back to the recyclers, the big companies.
Our thematic areas are about environmental conservation. We are also doing biodiversity monitoring. As you can see, our office is situated is right inside Dunga wetland, which is an important biodiversity area, 037. We are also doing monitoring. We both do monitoring for the birds and animals in the wetlands. We also have an initiative called Beach Ecology School. Dunga Beach Ecology School is an initiative that we promote issues of outdoor learning activities to the student, tailored on their topic. We also do waste management. We've managed to put a very big sculpture of the fish just at the center of this fishing village, where we are trying to sensitize the members of the public that when you throw your waste anywhere, those plastic find their way to the lake, and once they find their way to the lake, the fish will eat them.
Kajulu Forest is 100 acres, and in the year 2009 we started the process of rehabilitating Kajulu Forest. We had incidences of rolling rocks, quite a number when the forest was bare. Sasquatch and Christian Aid have been a good partner, especially in that climate change education. It has really empowered us to catch up with the context on climate change and what is going on globally, the COPs and things like that. And we need to get more trainings that are geared towards sustainability of natural and forest resources.
In the climate change committee, we do many things, but majorly we do a lot of advocacy in terms of petitions, where we petition the service providers to enable us to give services to the people. And in the climate change committee, I know we have FLOCA is coming, but what is the role of the climate committee? Our major role is to enable that resources get down to the community and equitably. And so far, we have done some petitions to know where are the resources going to and where are they coming from. Nyalenda B is the worst affected ward within the 14 wards within the city that is being affected by the climate change. Whereas if you go to some areas of Nyalenda B, the lake subsides, then comes back, which means part of Nyalenda B is still flooded up to date, but we are not in the rainy season.